Hello everyone, Willie Choice. Today I'd like to introduce DX12 engine. It's a mechanical engine which is for the DX808, 480 and 520 LCA-K. So today's session I will disassemble all of the engine of the all components and then explain you about the function, operating flow. So it takes around 1 hour, I think. So I'd like to introduce one guy. He is a support us for the disassemble. Mr. Song.
Hi.
I'd like to explain about the fuel system of the DX12 engine, and then cooling system, intake or exhaust system, and then small electrical system as well, and also lubrication system. After finish this session, you may understand about the DX12 engine, and then you can replace some components, and then you may understand about the function of each component. So let's start the explanation about the DX12 engine. All right, I'd like to show you the fuel system. Okay, so first, this is a fuel injection pump, right? And then this is a fuel line. There are some return line. The diesel from tank is coming from the tank here, feed pump, right? And then the fuel goes to the filter, and then filtering oil go back to the fuel injection pump, and then it deliver to the fuel to the each injector internally inside of the head. And also return oil is coming from the head side and then coming here and then go back to the tank. All right, next one, the cooling system. This is a water pump, central figure type of the water pump, and then this oil path here, oil line here. This is thermostat. So the radiator is here, the coolant is coming from the here and then deliver to the block side. This is the oil cooler, right? After cooling the oil and then go to the inside of the block, water jacket, and then head side, and then the coolant is coming back from the thermostat and then go back to the radiator. And also this is a bypass line, and then driven by the belt. All right, the next one is intake and exhaust system. This is an intake manifold, right? There are air heater here, and also the opposite side there are exhaust manifold. This is exhaust manifold. There are turbocharger here. So when you see here, this is a wastegate type of the turbocharger. The air is coming from the air cleaner, and then here, and then the air go to the CAC, and then after cooling the air, and then go back to the intake manifold. The exhaust gas is go back to the radiator. All right, next one is electrical components, electrical system. So when you see this engine, there are several electrical components. The first one is this one, engine stop solenoid, right? And then beside, what it is? This is a pressure sensor, all right? And then next one, speed sensor, right? And then we go to the next side. So when you see here, the starter, and then this one, preheater relay, right? Preheater relay. Okay. And also one more sensor here. What it is? This is a water coolant temperature sensor. All right. The next one is the lubrication system. So actually lubrication system is only internally inside, but the outside is, you can see that this here, this is a oil cooler, right? Cooled by the coolant, right? And then another one is here, oil filter, right? Oil filter here. All right, next, I'd like to show you the general components of the DX12, right? So what it is, this is breather, right? Breather here, right? And then head cover here, right? So in this engine, which side of the piston is number one? Flywheel or fan? The number one cylinder is fan side. Number 6 is flywheel side, right? Also you can see here, and then some idle gear, idle pulley, damper, water pump, turbocharger, the block that are at the core here, right? The starter. This is a flywheel. All right. The rotation of the engine, which direction? The clockwise or anti-clockwise? Basically, our engine is anti-clockwise due to the flywheel. This side, right? Anti-clockwise. All right. Next one, we are checking the engine tag or engine serial number, right? Mostly the engine tag is the top of the cylinder head cover right here. And also there are some, some specific tag also here by the Doosan. And also the engine has the engine serial number, exact serial number on the engine block. So which side? Exhaust side. This is exhaust side, right? Exhaust side. And then when you see the bottom of the block, you can see the engine serial number here, right? DX12 TI. 7 is some manufacturer or some, E is excavator. 07 is some version. Anyhow, when you find the engine serial number, you can check the engine block of the exhaust side like this. Before disassemble the engine, the first we have to check the OT point, right? So the DX12 has the 2 point of the OT point. The first one is the front side. The front side, you can see here, this notch, this point. You can check the OT point here. Another one is, the back side. The flywheel. So when you go to the flywheel, you can see the checkpoint, check hole, right? So right here. So actually this is one of the check hole. So there are cover here. So when you see the bottom to upside, that time you can see the OT mark on the flywheel. This is one of the checkpoint, check mark here, hole, check hole. Check hole is on the flywheel bottom side. All right, I'd like to set the OT mark, OT point here, right? OT point here, but when you are matching this point together, that time, the front side and the rear side OT point is same. So now OT point is clogging with the point. Alright, this is OT point. So when we go back to the flywheel side, I think the OT point is matching together, right? Look at this. This is checkpoint. OT point is matching together, right? Alright, at that time, we have to check the number 1 or number 6 is, top dead center. Which one is, before combustion. We have to check it later, okay? So anyhow, when you are matching the OT point, number 1 or number 6 is a top dead center, right? But we have to find which cylinder is before combustion. All right, so I will explain later once again.